We are so excited today to join our community partners in introducing an amazing program to help strengthen our communities. To begin the conference, I would love and I'm honored to introduce and welcome Mayor Kevin Falconer.
On behalf of the entire city of San Diego, I want to say thank you for all of your work to create NeighborhoodLIFT. This program will help provide grants, assistance, opportunities to San Diego residents and families and another first-time homebuyers that are looking for a place to call home. And that's what today is all about, helping to provide home ownership in San Diego. Over the past 2 years, it's one of the things that my administration has been working very hard to build one San Diego. And one San Diego means creating a unified city with an inclusive city government that creates opportunities for every San Diegan. I believe that Wells Fargo and the NeighborhoodLIFT program takes what we've been doing at City Hall with One San Diego and is applying it to home ownership. In other words, very simply, through this program, San Diego residents will have a greater opportunity to own a home. And in San Diego, we know it's not easy to purchase that home. Rising home values, home prices, and low inventory don't make it easy. And I also recognize, as I think that all of us do, that many first-time home buyers have to compete with cash buyers and other investors for the available homes that are on the market. But thanks to this collaboration between Wells Fargo, our community, and Neighborhood Works America and Neighborhood Housing Services, some great news for residents who are looking to get into that home, and particularly for our first-time home buyers. Up to $7,500 for down payment assistance, homebuyer education courses, housing and urban development approved counseling, and much more that you're going to hear about this morning. As I think all of us know, owning a home is a fantastic opportunity. It means so much to help strengthen our families, to strengthen our neighborhoods, and to strengthen our community. It's about quality of life. It's about civic engagement. It's about helping link families to schools and local schools. And of course, it's also about building that security for the future. So I want to thank Wells Fargo for providing this much needed support to the San Diego housing market and a great opportunity for San Diego families and residents throughout the entire city. This is very, very good news for somebody who's looking to buy that home and to have the American dream, and I'm very proud to help kick it off here today. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, thank you very much. And indeed, we are here in the San Diego winter, and just came in late last night from D.C., and they were getting ready to have their record cold wave. So a little bit different. I'm in shock at the moment. But this, right, what we're celebrating today is a good kind of shock, something different. In the city of National City, our housing stock, we do not have room to expand. I hear some cities talk about, they're maxed out, and that they have no space left. And I go to their city and I see these big rolling hills and valleys and everything else, and I'm going, you got to be kidding. In our city, our urban reserve is the weeds behind the backstop at the Little League field. That's all there is left. And so we're constantly dealing with having to reinvent our housing and turning it over. The problem is the national model is for housing, you should have 2/3 owner occupied and 1/3 rental. That is the ideal nationwide. National City, we are 1/3 owner occupied, 2/3 rental. So we're off. And then the other problem is we have people that have that hard time with that down payment. So when houses do become available, you have individuals that have cash that come in, they're looking for a place, they go and do the fix up on it and then flip it. And by that time they've taken all the equity out. They've raised the price up and it becomes unaffordable. So with a program like this is going to help communities like National City and individuals there to be able to afford that down payment and get ahead of those type individuals, what I call the flippers, that are just keeping the price going up, and allows them to move in the house and to fix it up themselves and keep that equity and live that American dream. So, one of the things that's exciting about this, and I probably shouldn't say it, but Wells Fargo is doing just a phenomenal job with doing this, and they're not expecting you to necessarily have the Wells Fargo loan. They're doing it as a loan with any institution, And then this program here, that's what's even more special in that. Banks a lot of times come up with programs that if you're a part of their system, then you can get their program. Here, Wells Fargo is saying, we want to put back in the community. We want to invest. We want to make some things happen within this area. And even if we don't get the profit part of it, that's amazing. That is amazing. And Wells Fargo deserves a huge amount of credit and a round of applause for stepping out and saying it's time to make a difference. And so, once again, on the behalf of the community of National City and the San Diego region as a whole, to Wells Fargo, thank you so very much.
I'd just like to thank both mayors again for coming out here I know on their busy schedule to be here, but this just talks to the caliber of the mayors that we have in San Diego to put the community first and be true partners with the business community. And this shows that it doesn't matter what the size of business and where our background's from, that when we work together, good things can happen for the community, and that's why we're here. So with that, I get the honor and pleasure to introduce my boss. I was going to have a nickname for her, but I'll just say she and I are like brother and sister, and she's like a sister to me. I won't say older or younger, I'll just say sister. So with that, I would like to introduce Celia Lanning, our Greater San Diego Regional President.
He usually reminds me that it's the older sister. Good morning, and thank you so much for being here today as we share this really tremendous news about a new homeownership opportunity for San Diego County. At Wells Fargo Bank, we like to say that we can only succeed if the communities in which we do business are successful. And I know I speak on behalf of myself, Brian, Ernesto, and every Wells Fargo team member here in saying that we really truly care about San Diego County. And we want to be a part of the solution for revitalizing neighborhoods and making home ownership more affordable and sustainable. The fact is that today, mortgage rates continue to remain extremely low. And this kind of environment can help working families achieve home ownership. But many times, the key factor in purchasing a home is the ability to make a sufficient down payment. Today, I am pleased to announce a program that will help boost the housing market in San Diego County and put people in homes that they can afford. With that in mind, Wells Fargo will be collaborating with the cities of San Diego County, NeighborWorks America, and NHSIE to expand the NeighborhoodLIFT program, which is the first of its kind in the banking industry. I'm going to say that one more time. It's the first of its kind in the banking industry. The expansion of NeighborhoodLIFT will include $5 million committed to San Diego County for nonprofit support and down payment assistance grants to help more than 450 low and moderate income home buyers buy a home here in San Diego County. Those who qualify will be able to reserve matching down payment assistance grants up to $7,500 and take a homebuyer education course through NHSIE or another approved HUD counseling service. Okay, I'm going to repeat that again. NeighborhoodLIFT will provide matching down payment assistance grants up to $7,500 to buy a home here in San Diego County. The program also includes $500,000 in grants for local nonprofit groups to help revitalize San Diego County neighborhoods. NeighborhoodLIFT will kick off in San Diego with a 2-day homebuyer event, March 4th and 5th, at the Hilton San Diego Bayfront Hotel. At this event, prospective homebuyers seeking to live in San Diego County can apply for matching down payment assistance grants up to $7,500. And because this is Wells Fargo's commitment to the community, and it was mentioned earlier by Mayor Morrison, we are not asking that it be a Wells Fargo loan. It can be a mortgage purchase loan with any lender approved by NHSIE. During the event, attendees can also participate in homebuyer education sessions and take virtual tours of residential properties that are for sale in San Diego County. Wells Fargo is committed to helping revitalize communities affected by the housing crisis through sustainable homeownership. This is why the LIFT programs were created. We are proud to collaborate with San Diego City's NeighborWorks America and NHSIE to make this program possible. This is the 41st LIFT event that Wells Fargo has held across the nation since February 2012, and we have helped create almost 11,000 homeowners. I know, round of applause will stop. 11,000 homeowners. And we are so excited that we're getting to bring this to San Diego County. I know you may have some questions around the details, and we will be available to answer those in a few minutes. First, I want to thank NeighborWorks America in collaboration with NHSIE, who have been great partners and truly make all the difference in initiatives such as these. Wells Fargo has been a proud supporter of NeighborWorks America, with the NeighborhoodLIFT program being among several community-focused initiatives. Here to tell us more about their role is Joe Daybeck, Regional VP with NeighborWorks America. Thank you so much.
Good morning. It's my privilege to be here with Mayor Falconer, Mayor Morrison, and Celia from Wells Fargo to tell you about this incredible opportunity to achieve the dream of home ownership here in San Diego. As you just heard, the Wells Fargo Neighborhood Lift program will provide homebuyers with matching down payment assistance up to $7,500. This is an incredible opportunity to make home ownership affordable for many hardworking families here in the San Diego County area. But achieving successful home ownership is more than having enough funds to purchase a home or having access to a good mortgage. It's about homebuyer education, about knowing how to navigate the home buying process, what to expect when one becomes a home buyer, and having a trusted advisor to turn to when questions come up, as they inevitably will. And that's where NeighborWorks America comes into play. NeighborWorks America is a nonprofit, national nonprofit organization created by Congress. We have been providing and helping homeowners become sustainable, long-term homeowners for the past 37 years. We do this through a network of more than 250 organizations across the country who provide high-quality homebuyer education and counseling according to national industry standards. In 2015, for example, more than 110,000 customers received homebuyer education and counseling services through the NeighborWorks network. We're proud that Wells Fargo has invited NeighborWorks America to collaborate with them on this program. Wells Fargo knows that a prepared homeowner is a successful homeowner, and a successful homeowner builds secure neighborhoods and revitalized communities. That's our goal, too. Since February 2012, as Celia mentioned, we've been working with Wells Fargo around the country to bring the Neighborhood Lift program to 40 different cities. Now is the time for San Diego County to realize and experience the excitement that this program brings to the community about revitalizing the hope of affordable home ownership. And that excitement is extraordinary, and it's due in large part, to the presence of local business partners and local public officials. So Mayor Falconer, Mayor Morrison, we really thank you for your support in bringing the Neighborhood Lift program here to San Diego. Here in San Diego County, the Neighborhood Lift customers will receive homebuyer education and counseling services from our local affiliate, NHSIE. Dawn Lee, the president and CEO of NHSIE, is here this morning and will speak to you just in a few minutes. If you've been waiting for the right time to purchase a home in San Diego County, that time is now. Make plans to attend the Neighborhood Lift event at the Hilton San Diego Bayfront Hotel on March 4th and 5th. You will be able to pre-qualify for a good mortgage if you already don't have one, and you'll begin the process of obtaining that down payment assistance that's being offered through the program. You will be able to identify and achieve a home ownership that lasts, that's sustainable over the long term, and identify some of the wonderful homes that are on the market here in the San Diego County. Now it gives me great pleasure to welcome Dawn Lee, the President and CEO of Neighborhood Housing Services of the Inland Empire, who will be providing the services and explaining the program to you in more detail. Dawn?
Thank you, Joe. Good morning, everyone. I want to thank Mayor Falconer, Mayor Morrison, Wells Fargo, and NeighborWorks America for bringing Neighborhood Lift to San Diego. It's a wonderful program. We've done it once before, and we were able to help 320 homeowners move into their first home. So it's awesome. We're so proud that Wells Fargo and NeighborWorks America have selected NHSIE to collaborate with and help on this. I want to acknowledge Ms. Sue Reynolds from Community Housing Works, our local partner here in San Diego. So I've talked to Sue a little bit about this. She's so excited that there's this opportunity to help San Diego residents get cheap home ownership. NHSIE has been helping families for over 35 years move into homes, and we've been a proud affiliate of NeighborWorks America since 1998. San Diego, like the rest of California, has a long tradition of, proud tradition of home ownership. And Mayor Morrison spoke to the balance between home ownership and rental, and achieving this balance that allows families to invest in their neighborhood and be part of the community and build strong communities. And the homebuyer education is an integral part of this. Neighborhood Lift gives that extra little boost to families who just need a little extra money to help them get in. My entire team, some of them are here, is so excited about what it means to this area to bring this program. And as Celia has mentioned, the idea of matching up to $7,500 in down payment assistance based on what the home buyer contributes will change the ownership in San Diego County. There are a couple requirements that I want to make sure the people who are interested in home buying would like to make sure they know. The down payment assistance is targeted at families who are 100% of area median income, up to 100%. That's about $81,000 for a family of up to 4 people. Home buyers must complete an 8-hour homeowner education class, and that will be done both online and in person. Buyers must qualify for a mortgage that they truly can afford. This is about finding a mortgage that fits with the family's lifestyle. And home buyers should be on track to purchase the home within 60 days after they've received their reservation for down payment assistance funds. So we've talked a lot about this. How do you get started? Those interested in attending should go to NeighborhoodLIFT.com, where they'll click and register for an appointment for the launch event Friday and Saturday, November 4th and 5th at the Hilton San Diego Bayfront. Walk-ins are welcome, but we strongly encourage you to have people come to reserve in advance. Again, one more time, that website is NeighborhoodLIFT.com. If a person doesn't have access to a computer, they can visit their library, but there is a phone number, and that number is 866-858-2151. So at the event, prospective buyers should bring with them proof of income. They should bring most recent 60 days of paycheck stubs, 2 years of tax returns, and 2 months of bank statements. But all of that is listed on the website. So when they go to NeighborhoodLIFT.com, they'll see the specific items that they need to bring. And people shouldn't worry that the event is the only time to do this. Celia mentioned the commitment that Wells Fargo is making to this market. We promise you we're not going anywhere until every penny of that money is gone. So we'll keep that money here for local residents. Our organization is here and will be here every step of the way to help families from when they're thinking about a house, even after they move in there. And for people who aren't quite ready, we encourage them to work with the agencies who are trying to prepare people for home ownership, because even if they're not ready now, later on we can help them get there. So we're just, again, grateful to be here and really looking forward to help increase home ownership in the county. And with that, I'd like to bring up Brian Lee, North San Diego Area President for Wells Fargo.
Good morning, everyone. So I have the privilege of talking about our military. So San Diego has a rich history with the military, and so does Wells Fargo. We have over 160 years where we've been helping to support the military. So there is a component of this program that speaks directly to the military. So a couple statistics. 68% of service members do not own a home. In San Diego County, over 23,000 potential active duty first-time home buyers reside in San Diego County. It also should be known under this program that the basic allowance for housing is not factored into income calculations to qualify for the program. So the initial down payment for the military, both active and retired, will range from $5,000 to $7,500. So this is a little different. The other starts at $2,500. This starts at $5,000 and goes up to $7,500. And again, this is for veterans and for current service members. So we highly encourage the San Diego military community to participate in this program.